Hey, Othania here with Create Your Future. So today I have a subscriber's question. They left a comment on one of my most recent videos, and I thought it was very interesting. And I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about this one. So she asked, Othania, can you talk about social media triggers while manifesting? Like when people make videos or comments saying things like, why want someone who doesn't want you? Or if they choose someone else over you, you need to let them go. And you need to, well, I think she meant to put let them go, but she missed that part. But you need to let them go and never look back. Things like that. Like, I think our ego does have a hard time with things like being left for a 3P or seeing seeing someone that says things like, I don't want a relationship with you, or any of that dating stuff. But let me just reread the last part to myself real quick. Or wanting someone that says things like, I don't want a relationship with you, or any of that dating stuff. Okay, I'm going to break this down. So good for you guys. So get a snack or something, get comfortable, because I'm about to get into it. So when people make videos or comments saying things like, why would someone why want someone who doesn't want you? Or if they choose someone else over you, you need to let them go and never go back. When you are seeing things like that in your reality, it is showing you like where you are in your self concept, right? So it's basically like a guidance system because everything is reflecting back to self. Something in you is believing that this person doesn't want you. Something in you is putting this person on a pedestal. Once you automatically put something or someone on a pedestal, you're automatically giving off a signal and you're automatically telling yourself you want to create realities where you're not chosen. So you're going to see things that pop up that your reticular activating system is going to pick up and make you see are things that show you where you are when it comes to how you're feeling about yourself in relation to that thing. So if you're constantly seeing quotes and dating coaches and people telling you, you need to leave this person, you need to do this, basically, in other words, what they're saying is you need to go back to self, figure out what you're thinking, and realign and readjust. Because, like with a lot of dating coaches, they want to do the whole no contact 30-day rule thing or whatever, like things like that. But it's just like, okay, while you're doing that, usually people would come back around that time is because what the dating coach is now realizing is that they were manifesting a better version of themselves during that 30-day period, which caused a new version of that person to come back, which made it seem like they came back when they started to care less about them, which that is what it is. But what's happening is during that 30-day contact, the person is not aware that they're shifting into a new self purposely. Because a lot of the times, before you get into conscious manifesting, you're doing it unconsciously, right? And then when you pick up on doing it consciously, you think back on it like, oh, I was already doing that before. Yeah, that makes sense, type of thing. So when you see posts like that, you'll notice that when your self concept starts to get better, those type of posts really don't show up in your reality. Um, it's like part of the package of the I'm not chosen algorithm. When you're in that embodiment, that is just the things that you would just happen to see. When you're not in that embodiment, you may see things like that, but they won't trigger you. They won't. cause you to ask questions like, why is this making me feel like this type of thing? You'll probably see it, won't pay no attention to it, and you focus on the next thing because your self concept is not there. It can't meet that in the middle anymore. It's meeting something else in the middle. So usually that's why you're seeing things like that. It's because you're in the embodiment of not being chosen. So everything is like, well, you need to leave and just run away and never look back and all this other stuff. You'll see a lot of people saying things like that because also the same people, like say your friends or your close family that were talking bad about the person you used to date, and then say like you fixed your self concept up and you turned everything around. Next thing you know, those same people will feel open and want to give this person a chance and feel more open towards the connection now as opposed to before. Okay. So it's just reflecting where you are. That's it. Do your best to not give any meaning to it. I mean, hey, there were a few people that I thought I wanted back, that I got back, and I'm never gonna look back. Let's just put it like that, okay? Um, we still cool though, but I'm totally in a new environment, and I don't want that for myself anymore. No offense. Um, let's see. So, and if they choose someone else over you, okay. Before I get on to the next point, this is something else I want to say as well. You need to let them go and never look back. A lot of the times, when you're in the embodiment of not chosen, you're going to come across people that are projecting that they're not chosen as well. So it's like attracts like, and it's like when someone doesn't like someone and they find out someone else doesn't like that same person and then they bond over not liking that person. It's kind of something like that. So like I said, when you raise your self concept enough, everything is going to switch to represent that. And these things are not going to trigger you. So, and also, like I said, a lot of the times you are just meeting people and coming across people that are saying things like this because they are just reflecting your state of being. Because imagine someone that's happily married reading that, it wouldn't even phase them, but it's phasing you because you're in the embodiment of not being chosen. So instead of trying to find all these inspirational quotes and post all of these quotes that is coming from a place of you not being chosen, you need to be like, I'm blocking all of this out. I'm chosen. I don't need any validation from any quotes, from any posts, from anybody. And this is how I'm moving forward with my mental state from now on. A lot of the times, if someone is telling you, I don't want a relationship with you, it's because something in you is still not feeling worthy enough of it. So you can be secretly feeling a lot of anxiety from this person. And that is indication of you needing validation for yourself. That's being out of your alignment. That's being out of the embodiment that creates the realities that they want to experience and that are favorable. My SP automatically told me he wants a relationship. Automatically told me that he wants a relationship. Automatically. I didn't ask him, no, what are we? We were just having a conversation and naturally flowed. And he was like, because I want to be in a relationship. And everything that he was saying was like, I want to be with you. Like, no, you're the only one. And I'm not trying to get the validation to ask him if we're chosen. I'm not coming from that because to begin with, I wasn't coming from that. I was over feeling like I needed anyone to feel good about myself. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy myself. And when it comes along, it comes along. It came along so naturally. And it used to feel I used to be in an environment of, it feeling hard, but it's natural for me now because it's so natural for me now to think about myself in a certain way that I can never go back to that. So my circumstances and my situations naturally show up for me a certain way without me ever having to push anything. Because the way that I'm already coming originally is I'm already full of myself. So if you thought that I needed you for something, you already thought wrong. That's how I'm coming. So everything is naturally already wanting to please me. Not in like a, you know, I'm using you that type of way, but I'm an embodiment of how life is supposed to show up for me. We're not here to suffer. We're here to experience love and experience joy and create our happiness. So if someone is telling you, like, I don't want a relationship with you, it's indicating that somewhere within your mental state, you're not in alignment with thinking you're good enough for the situation or this person, or you still have some beliefs that are off when it comes to love and relationships, and or you just need to continue to change your story about this person. You're in your mind, you're allowing your body to be thrown off so much when it comes to this person that you're tricking your body into thinking that you're in danger, because that's what anxiety is for the body. It's an adrenaline rush of fear and danger. When you see, if you was to see something that made you afraid, your body's going to get into that state of anxiety that is the same feeling of the state of rush of anxiety when you're trying to, see what your person is doing and needing that hit of validation. It's the same thing. So you have to make sure that you're not coming from a place of, I want to be with this person so bad. And if I'm not with this person, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Because what is that saying? That's saying you're not good enough. All I do is get into it. When I want something from my man, my person, I just get into the mindset of me telling him to do that. I'm very much so less verbal and physical reality with him. I say what I want here and I get into my state of knowing and I allow things to flow naturally and he just happens to show up that way. And that's what you want to do. If someone is telling you they don't want a relationship with you, that is because you're not having the best relationship with yourself yet. You got to get in here, like I always say, more importantly than trying to get the relationship with that thing. Because when you connect here, everything else automatically connects in a line. The reason why you're not getting the commitment, because with commitment, there needs to be trust. It's like trying to bake something or make something without the main things that you need to make it. Without the trust in yourself, there's no trust and commitment from that person. Without the trust in yourself to know and believe that what you're thinking when it comes to the good things that you want, what you're thinking and what you're saying is coming and relax your body into that. You have to train yourself to do something else. When you come into a new job, you don't know how to really do it. And then you get trained. And then the more you do it, it's second nature. It's a normal thing. Learning how to drive. You used to be afraid about certain things when you first learn how to drive. Now you just get in your car and you just do it. Sometimes you're on a road, you don't even realize that you're on a road until you think about it. You know, it's like that. It becomes automatic after a while, but you just have to keep going. You have to keep believing in yourself. A lot of people don't have the things that they want because they are not believing in themselves. They are believing in themselves not having it. They are believing in themselves. They are believing in seeing others having what they want through themselves instead of just seeing themselves with what they want first, and then they'll have it. Let me see if I broke down everything. See, for me, when things used to really trigger me, I learned to not abuse myself and continue to do that. And then get upset when someone else is like making me feel a certain way when I'm putting myself through the abuse first. So if something is triggering you, allow yourself to mute and block certain words for the time being. You don't have to completely get off of social media, but just block certain words or certain things will show up on your timeline, or block certain profiles that are posting certain things. So that way you are feeding and giving your algorithm new chances to start, dishing out something new for you. Or just get off social media for a while and focus on, okay, you know what? Let me pull back from all of this and just focus on how can I become more obsessed with myself within myself. Let me focus on that for a little bit and see what that does. Let me just focus on myself without focusing on this thing for a little bit. Let me affirm today, but instead of having all my alarms for every 10 minutes to affirm for my person, let me affirm for myself and get a little bit obsessed with myself because that's why I'm really not having my person in the first place. I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you. And I'm just focused on you and I'm just not focusing on myself. No, nothing within here, nothing within me. I just need you because without you, I can't breathe. You are my God, you are my everything. Without you, I suck. And it's like, you can't say that. You have to pour into yourself. No, I love myself. This person loves me. Why wouldn't this person love me? When you see someone else that's attractive or whatever and you start feeling bad, that's already you subconsciously disrespecting yourself. And I'm not even gonna talk about that, but stop doing that. You are chosen all the time. Ask yourself, if I was somebody that was always chosen, what would I really be like? How would that really be like? Think about it. And think about that, okay? I intend that, this is giving you some motivation to, slip into that new embodiment that is actually going to shift these circumstances for you. You have to get into that character, like really get into it, like really get into it. And you will see how things just change for you. You don't have to, you don't, thinking, it seems like a lot of the times there's only one way to think about things, and that's through the lens of fear. And you just have to keep training yourself out of that. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Eventually you're gonna hit the master rank of it. It's like when you start off as a soldier, but if you keep going and keep going, eventually you're gonna keep going up the ranks, and then you're gonna eventually hit that last level, and you did it. You're the master now. So the point is to just keep going on becoming more obsessed with yourself than being more obsessed with that person. And once that clicks and really locks in for you won't be seeing all those social media posts. You'll naturally take actions where you won't be seeing things like that. Your triggers are there to let you know that there's still something in you that's thinking against yourself. And you have to keep thinking against that for yourself with what you want. And eventually that's going to phase out and a whole new set of realities will begin to form for you with those same people. And who knows, with that new embodiment, you'll be like, why was I even caring about being triggered by a post in the first place? Social media is even part of your embodiment, which you see, and if you're on Twitter, and if you're not even just Twitter, if you're like, for example, you see a post that says something like, you could find someone better, let them go, or like they were meant for you anyway, and you heart that. That's you in the embodiment of I'm not chosen. A girl that's happy with her man is really not hearting things like that. She's not really caring about things like that. And she's with her boyfriend so much that she's probably not really paying attention to social media like that unless she's posting and seeing and watching who's watching her or something or things like that. Like she's not into her reticular activated system, first of all, won't even be able to pick up certain posts or certain things. And if she, like I said, if she was to see it, there won't be any chemical reactions in the body towards it because that's not the embodiment that matches that. So if you're having chemical reactions in your body towards certain posts, it's because your body is still in a certain embodiment of I'm not chosen. Okay. So find a way to just work through either muting or blocking what's triggering you. Um, just finding something that's going to help you, that you think will help you shift through this. But you got to do your best to also, like I said, not like posts that represent not being chosen, because that's also you in the embodiment of believing that. And that will continue to just, push out without you kind of even realize it. Because a girl that's happy in her relationship is not going to like the same things really that someone that's feeling super depressed and lonely about love. They have two different timelines because it's two different embodiments. Not only is two different timelines in real reality, it's two different timelines also on social media. But that just goes to show you how it works. The more you keep leveling up in your self concept and not feeling like you need a relationship to make you feel better, you'll stop seeing um you'll see less posts like that to trigger you, because you won't be able to be triggered really in the first place because your embodiment won't be there to be triggered. I think I said that correctly. But yeah, I'm here as well. If you like to pick my brain and talk about it or find out some more things that fit your individual situation, I am available. Okay. You can look for my availability in the description box below. There's a link. I have courses And Create Your Future also has a free course as well. There's a link for that in the description box for that too. And yes, it's all about who you are, because everything down from the social media posts, everything down from to what your friends are saying to you, what your family is saying to you, what strangers may say to you, the posts that you're seeing, what you may happen to see when you turn your head and then you look this way and it's like a message on the screen that's telling you something. It's all connected and magnetized to your embodiment and your self-concept about everything, especially towards what you're thinking about the most. Okay? So I can guarantee you that the more you keep feeling a certain way about yourself, those posts are going to disappear. The more you feel and keep changing the story towards you and your person and not having a separation thinking and ignoring what you see, and you keep going within instead, you're going to see some changes. The changes would be inevitable. The changes in your favor would be inevitable. Okay? So I intend that this has helped you. I know it has in some way. And yeah, until next time. See ya.